What's up, Bama fans? Yours truly, Stephen M. Smith, rolling through the SEC right here, talking your Crimson Tide, getting ready to take on Michigan on Tuesday in the ReliaQuest Bowl down in Tampa, Florida. Some interesting updates happening for us right now as head coach Kadyn was able to share some things with the media over the weekend about this team. And first and foremost, let's get into Jaylen Mbakwe, the former five-star freshman from Clay Chalkville High School who came in the 2024 class. This is a young man who arrived as an athlete. He played everything in high school, from quarterback to receiver, defensive back, return specialist, everything. And this season, as a freshman, primarily a defensive back, grew with each game in the secondary. Well, with so many players in that receiver room entering the transfer portal and going elsewhere, Kobe Prentice, Kendrick Law, Caleb Odom, Emmanuel Henderson doing that, Bach has a massive opportunity at the wide receiver position. We have seen clips of him in practice down there in Tampa, Florida, working with the wide receivers. What does this mean? Alabama loves Bach's versatility, and Kadyn has mentioned now recently Bach's move to wide receiver is a permanent move. They are going the offensive side with Mbakwe. His versatility, his experience at playing quarterback and wide receiver in high school, it has allowed him to understand routes, understand concepts, understand how to get open, how to create space, how to create separation, how to get off press coverage. Having that experience in high school goes a long way in terms of Jaylen Mbakwe. This is huge. Now, when you look at the bowl game itself, how many targets could Bach get? How much of an impact could he have? How much of an impact will he have? The chemistry, the connection between he and Jalen Milroe in terms of the passing game, that's going to be fun to see. Now, Milroe has mentioned he loves what he's seeing from Bach right now in terms of the natural ability to play that receiver position, in terms of getting open, creating separation, running different routes, getting to the right spot, those kinds of things. Milroe is very excited seeing that from Mbakwe. But when you look at just on field, right, when you get to the bowl game, when you get to the matchup, when you get to the contest between Alabama and Michigan, and how will Jaylen Mbakwe perform from that aspect will be very, very interesting. Keep your eyes on that when you look at Mbakwe, as Kadyn has mentioned that move for Bach to wide receiver, it is a permanent move. And some of this could be geared toward, you look at how stacked Alabama secondary could be going into next spring and the next season. You talk about bringing back Xavier Brown, right? You have Xavier Brown coming back. You have Drake Kirkpatrick Jr. coming back. Deshaun Jones coming back. Red Morgan coming back. King Matt coming back. Keon Saab coming back. Brayson Hubbard coming back. Then you sign guys like Dejon Lee Jr., Chuck McDonald, and also Yvonne Taylor, who's out there in bowl prep right now. And that young man is a natural-born thumper from the secondary position, from the defensive back aspect. So you're bringing back quite a few DBs. So here is Bach's opportunity as a wide receiver to make an impact, and an impact that a Kobe Prentice didn't make, an impact that a Kendrick Law didn't make. Now, those guys weren't used the way they would like to have been used, but here's a chance for Jaylen Mbakwe to have that type of impact. In other news, in terms of Alabama football, you look at Kadyn Proctor, the sophomore offensive tackle, left tackle, 6'7", 369 pounds, the former freshman all-SEC performer from a season ago. He had dealt with a shoulder injury, a shoulder issue, had some work done on that, but it looks like he will play. He's expected to play in the ReliaQuest Bowl against Michigan. Kadyn mentioned that. He stated that He said the coaching staff is expecting Kadyn Proctor to play. In Saturday's practice over the weekend, on last week, Proctor was seen out there on the practice field. So he's expected to play. And this is big for Alabama because now your left tackle is Proctor. Your left guard continues to be Tyler Booker. Your center's Parker Brailsford. Your right guard's Jaden Roberts. Your right tackle, you look at Elijah Pritchett / Wilkin Formby, though I would like for Alabama to have Wilkin Formby start there at that right tackle position over Pritchett. We will see what happens. But to have Kadyn Proctor go in this matchup, coming off a shoulder injury, big, right? Huge to have Proctor out there on the field at that offensive tackle spot, that left tackle position. So this is big news here for Alabama football. The final big news update coming from Coach DeBoer is this one right here. Justin Jefferson at the linebacker position. Remember, the NCAA, they dropped a ruling about a week or so ago that junior college players that come to play major D1 ball for major programs, their JUCO experience will not count against them. That ruling dropped, right? That's why you see Diego Pavia of Vanderbilt going to the Commodores for another year, because that JUCO experience did not count against Pavia. That community college experience did not count against Pavia. Here we are with Justin Jefferson, who went to Pearl River Community College. He did 2 years of JUCO before coming to Alabama in 2023. And with this happening, Kalen DeBoer and this coaching staff, there's a lot of high optimism right now that Justin Jefferson is going to want to run it back with his team next season, that being the Crimson Tide. Now, Justin Jefferson, he has not said anything. Justin Jefferson has not announced himself, but there is big optimism. Kalen DeBoer talked about it. He has talked it over with Jefferson. Jefferson's talked it over with him. The ruling that came out, it was a big Christmas present for Justin Jefferson, big Christmas present for the Alabama football program. They're very excited about what this could bring, what this could offer. Because if Jefferson decides to run it back with this team, you could look at having potentially the best inside linebacker duo in the country with Deontay Lawson and Justin Jefferson. Jefferson is the green dot communicator for this upcoming game against Michigan and at that Mike linebacker position. So this is huge here. This is big here. So really, really excited here for what's to come with Alabama football, with Mbakwe permanently as a wide receiver, with Kadyn Proctor being able to play in this game, expected to go in this game from the offensive tackle position, and Justin Jefferson having this ruling by the NCAA that the JUCO years don't count against him. High optimism right now that he could run it back with the Alabama football program for the 2025 campaign. Hey, this is your man, Stephen Smith, providing you this update, rolling through the SEC.